Welcome to the home of the Conversations with Concerned Citizens podcast. Here we talk about real-world issues in hopes to come to a solution. We are a solution-based podcast. We are your hosts, the Lurker and Godmomma. Please hit the like and subscribe if you're new here. We'll start the show shortly. The Conversations with Concerned Citizens podcast. The Conversations with Concerned Citizens podcast. The Conversations with Concerned Citizens podcast.
Ooh-wee, Grand Rising. Welcome back to the Concerned Citizens. We're your host. I am Godmomma.
You are.
I am the Lurker, and this is Godmomma. Y'all come on with this motherfucker.
if we had a production crew, they would go, take two.
Oh my gosh. My bad, y'all. My bad. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who we are. Come on in this month.
Yes. Happy Saturday. Happy Black History Month.
Ooh, ooh.
28 days. This is, I don't celebrate the month because it's a year thing for me, 365. Hello. But this month, the Black History Month is already starting out with a bang. Okay.
Yeah,
already.
Yeah, it is.
And I am here for it.
11 hours in?
Right.
Okay. 11 hours into our 28 days? Baby. We know people about to act out. Well, good. That's what's up. I'm not big on celebrating, the gimmick side of Black History Month, but I do love, going through the history of Black people. I sure do. I absolutely do. So, and I hear that this is one of the things that may or may not be taken from us. So I'm going to get this celebration out. You hear me? Period.
Right.
Okay. And I'm going to be here for Cinco de Mayo as well. Okay. Period. We get these DEI celebrations out the way, period.
Right. 2025, we're going to have to show them what it's all about. All of the DEI inspired, which, I know we said we wasn't going there, but I'm about to go there for a second. Wasn't all of these the holidays were before DEI, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah,
I think the only one that may fall under DEI is Juneteenth because of the timing.
Ish. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But we were already celebrating Juneteenth before the government made it a federal holiday.
Period. Listen, I don't need the feds to tell me when I can and cannot celebrate. Okay.
Thank you.
Period.
And that's kind of the theme, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need our government telling us when we can and cannot celebrate our own culture, our own people, or other people's culture and their people,
Okay. Because I don't play about no Cinco de Mayo, y'all. I really don't. I really don't. I don't play about it. I don't play about Juneteenth or Cinco de Mayo. Okay. So that's what's up. Happy Black History Month. We're here and we're going to give y'all a little spiel. It's been a minute since we've done a rising transit. It's been a while since we just kind of, chopped the breeze with y'all, and that's what we're going to do today. We got a couple things queued up, but before we get into that, we do know these YouTube streets are getting active because tax time is coming. And that's just what people going to do. People going to cause a big stir, create some drama, and then get paid off of it. So, I seen the streets was talking, and people getting exposed, and people, coming out the woodworks. Shit, trying to get their coin. I ain't mad at it. Go get your coin.
Period.
You should see them on TikTok. They acting a fool since TikTok's been back. Shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure. And they're making money over there. The Mexican side of TikTok is where I'm at right now. Baby, we got people bringing in $37,000 a month off TikTok, bro.
Damn.
TikTok. Okay. And now, mind you, they got to go pay taxes off that 37, but sheesh. Yeah, I could get up here and beef with y'all for 37K. Sure could. Sure could. So yeah, y'all get your coins in order, and may the best contender win.
Right? May the odds forever be in your favor.
Oh gosh. Well, let's get into this. There's a lot of talk, and we'll be back Monday. Monday, I'm going to get a little political with all of y'all. There's been quite a few situations going on with people getting signed into their said positions because President Trump is clearing the cabinet, baby, and he ain't playing with not now one of y'all. Okay?
Right. He
is fully loaded. Okay? His clip is fully loaded, and he is unloading it. Today is the first day of the tariffs taking off. Mexico and Canada were slapped with 25%. China was slapped with 10%. That takes effect today. So we'll see, y'all. We'll see. And
we shall see. And I hope by now you have hit the like. If you haven't, please do so already. And we gonna get this show started right after this. When it coming to me easily, when it coming in and needing me, when it coming in repeatedly, when it coming it's just money coming, it's just money coming to me frequently, when it coming in to be with me, when it coming in secretly, when it coming it's just money coming, it's just.
Away.
So what you got queued up for us this rising?
Share this screen. So we know Robert F. Kennedy has been appointed by the Trump cabinet to be serve as the health secretary, right? And he's going to be taking over. And you know what? I'm not mad at it because he's saying get the fluoride out the water, get these chemicals out of our food. He's bringing up McDonald's French fries in other countries. He said, why they only got 3 ingredients over there and we got 16? Okay. So I'm not really mad at that. And I think we should definitely, let's take heed. Let's try something new. Or y'all like being fat and diabetic. I don't know. I don't know.
At this point, child, what is it? Okay.
What is it? Well, this little part got some notice. This little part, we're not going to watch it all. This is a clip about 5 minutes or so. And this is where the Senate Health Committee is, what does it say? Holds a hearing to consider the nomination. Well, let's see what they're talking about. Okay, this has to deal with the vaccines. And because it is Black History, we're going to get to the part where it has to deal with us Black folks. Okay, so let's listen to this and then let's have us a conversation, family. Y'all come on in.
Chair. Mr. Kennedy, I was struck by your comments during our meeting last week.
What?
I was struck by your comments in our meeting last week where you made it abundantly clear to me that you intended to clean house of the professional scientists at the National Institutes of Health, which is headquartered in the state of Maryland and employs thousands of hardworking Marylanders. I, for the record, believe in scientists and I believe in doctors and I trust them over politicians without medical degrees. You talked about bad science and bad scientists. And in fact, you specifically said to me in response to my question that you intend to replace the bad scientist with the good scientist. And so I want to ask you, in your opinion, what makes a scientist or a doctor qualified to serve at the National Institutes of Health?
A scientist who's devoted to empirical methodology, to evidence-based science, scientists who understand the importance of replication the importance of publishing raw data and being open and transparent about it, the importance of publishing peer review. We have, NIH has overseen over the past several years the precipitous decline in American health. There's 91,000 people at HHS. And are you suggesting that some of them should not be held responsible for that decline? They were in charge of protecting our health.
Let me just insert here.
Let me just finish.
But let me just say this, because I only have 3 minutes left. I don't set the rules here, but I ask the questions. And the question is really whether you intend, as you said, to substitute essentially your judgment for the judgment of these professional scientists. And
I'm not going to substitute my judgment for science. Of course, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do, listen, the New York Times just did an article last week talking about the fraud, the 20-year fraud, 800 fraudulent studies produced by NIH on amyloid plaques, and not allowing any other hypothesis about the cause of Alzheimer's.
Well, how
to be
will you
explored.
decide, Mr. Kennedy, which scientists
The ones
are
who
bad scientists? Are they the ones who disagree with you?
The ones who are corrupt, the ones who have been doing science like the amyloid plaque studies that were fraudulent.
These doctors, let me ask you a question. Do you have a medical degree?
Do I know?
Okay, let me go to the next question. The Heritage Fund has compiled a watch list of federal employees to go after federal staff. Is there a watch list for federal staff at HHS?
Not that I know of.
Have you or has anyone in the administration developed a list of career scientists or federal staff that you would target for termination?
Not that I know of.
And let me just ask you another question. Now, your failed presidential campaign has been raising money to try and cover your debts. And you were questioned about this yesterday and failed to answer a question that Senator Warren asked you. And so I want to ask you again regarding these emails that you have sent to raise money. How much has your presidential campaign made fundraising off of this administration's complete disregard for the workforce at HHS?
Excuse me? I didn't hear the question. The last part.
How much money has your presidential campaign made off of fundraising, off of this administration's complete disregard for the workforce at HHS?
Zero.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask unanimous consent to enter into the record 2 emails from this week and the week before regarding fundraising that you are currently doing through your presidential campaign.
Without objection.
And finally, I want to ask you, I have you said you were on a show on February 26, 2021, an interview with Dr. Judy Mikovits, where you said the following, and I quote, "We should not be giving Black people the same vaccine schedule that's given to whites because their immune system is better than ours." Can you please explain what you meant?
There's a series of studies, I think most of them by Poland, that show that the particular antigens that Blacks have a much stronger reaction. There's differences in reaction to different products by different races.
So I have 17 seconds left. Let me just ask you then. So what different vaccine schedule would you say I should have received? What different vaccine schedule should I have received?
I mean, the Poland article suggests that Blacks need fewer antigens than
this is so dangerous.
You get the same measles vaccine.
Mr. Kennedy, with all due respect, that is so dangerous. Your voice would be a voice that parents would listen to. That is so dangerous. I will be voting against your knowledge.
So I want to run this back. You mind, Godmomma? Hey, Will. Hey, Roy. Hi, everyone. Y'all hit the like. Thank y'all for being here. We're trying to get back. You want me to run it back a little?
Yeah, run that whole back.
Okay. And then I also, Godmomma, which I haven't done, but I will do when we come back Monday, because Monday we're going to get into this RFK stuff. It's just on my heart to do so, and we are going to. Let's run this back, though. Hold on. And yes, y'all, please share us out if you can, if you have a will to do so. We're trying to get back in the algorithm. Our notifications haven't been going out, so we're just having a Saturday brunch for that reason.
And if you can't share it out, hit the like. Thank you.
Please. Okay, let's run it back. Here she goes.
Currently doing through your presidential campaign.
Without objection.
Okay.
And finally, I want to ask
Mostly
you,
family.
I have you said you were on a show on February 26, 2021, an interview with Dr. Judy Mikovits, where you said the following, and I quote, "We should not be giving Black people the same vaccine schedule that's given to whites because their immune system is better than ours." Can you please explain what you meant?
So here I can see now where she's trying to twist it to make it sound as though, and I'm going to have to go back and listen to the show, Dr. Joy, whoever, Brekovich, I'm not sure her name. We're going to have to go back. But she's trying to make it sound like something it's not, but okay.
There's a series of studies, I think most of them by Poland, that show that to particular antigens that Blacks have a much stronger reaction. There's differences in reaction to different products by different races.
So I have 7.
So right there before she starts to cut, when she gets to cut in, he's saying that there's different reactions between the races.
Yes.
Now, for those who are not familiar with any type of medical situations or anything going on with that, you guys, this is a fact.
Right.
Okay. Black people, white people, Hispanic community, Latin communities, they all are, our genetic makeups are different. So there's going to be a different response. That is just scientifically proven. And if you go back to the days when World War II was around and they had these weirdo doctors that were doing these tests on twins, they were doing these medical tests on different races and how they responded to them, they learned that Black people have a superior gene. It's science, baby. There's nothing we can do. So we don't need the same medicine that these white people need. We don't.
Correct.
Our body's going to react different to it. So,
and I mean, and what was irritating in this moment was she's totally throwing out Henrietta Lacks and her whole story. Because Henrietta Lacks was one of the Black community that showed that the Black community's genetics are different. They respond in different ways. Correct. They're totally discrediting the Tuskegee situation.
Yes.
You know, and I think it was because of how he worded it in that podcast, you know, in the sense of saying their immune system is better than ours. It's not necessary, but he should not have said better.
Right. Different.
Yes.
Different.
And what was frustrating is she wouldn't, and I understand that there is a time frame, but these should have been the first questions that you asked because you knew they were gut punching questions. You knew they were emotional based questions.
I'm with you, Godmomma.
And to not let this shaky voice man have enough time to actually respond is
telling.
Yes, and it's not very professional, right?
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to dig further into, she said it was in February Black History Month in 2021. Okay. I'm going to have to look up, I'm going to have to go find that and watch it. And then I'll come back with some cliff notes. Let's finish up.
17 seconds left. Let me just ask you then. So what different vaccine schedule would you say I should have received? What different vaccine schedule should I have received?
I mean, the pollen article suggests that Blacks need fewer antigens than
this is so dangerous.
You get the same measles vaccine.
So there you go, right there. She's talking about that's so dangerous, but he's saying we need fewer, we need less.
Right.
So considering we are the highest number in heart conditions, right? Diabetes,
asthma,
maybe we don't need all these immunizations that they're giving us. You white people do because y'all are inbred, not all of y'all, but because y'all come from inbred genes. So some of y'all are a little weaker and you need those vaccines. We don't.
Right.
Okay. And that's not disrespect. It's science.
It's science. Yeah.
It's not this lady, it's science. So if he's saying, hey, y'all really don't need all these toxins, she's like, well, what schedule should I have? Baby, he's saying your body is stronger without them.
Mm-hmm.
And you're upset about that. What? That's why I can't win with some of these people. But hey, that's her truth. She wants her vaccines. Okay, we'll take them.
Right. But don't infringe upon, and don't say that it's dangerous, because there's a whole, prior to January 30th, 2025, which was my birthday. Shout out to me.
Oh yeah. Happy belated birthday to our co-host. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah. But prior to this, there has been a whole movement in proved data, science, peer review studies, all of this done that I hate saying the Black community, because that's not even the right term to use, but here we are, that the Black community does not need as many vaccines as other communities do, because their body already has the antigens and the immune system to fight it off. This is not new news to majority of a person who has a cell phone that looks at social media.
The way social media acted over this conversation, you act like these people ain't ever heard this before.
But just before this, RFK Jr. was walking around with Rizza Islam.
Exactly.
And Rizza, he's been really, I don't know, he's got a whole story himself that's not necessarily painted him in the best of light.
Mm-hmm.
However, we all fall down so we can get up type vibe sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But he's removing, RFK Jr. is removing red dye 3. If we can get to red dye 40, you have my attention.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He also, in that meeting, he called out how much money they all sitting on that panel received from the pharmaceutical company.
Correct.
So some real things are really happening. You just have to get out of the emotional standpoint of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Because the government is really showing you what they have been doing behind your back.
Yep, and in your face too.
And in your face.
And
everyone's screaming about a federal freeze, not realizing that the federal freeze was to see where checks are getting deposited. Okay. And not your disability check, baby.
Yeah, the federal freeze didn't have nothing to do with you and your food stamps, baby. We putting a freeze on them condoms going to Gaza.
Okay.
Because I'll be damned somebody talking about I need 50 million for some condoms. Baby, y'all ain't got no sheepskin? What was y'all doing before condoms? Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. Gaza don't need no damn condoms. Sorry, not sorry. They need other things. Now, if they would have said 50 million for some heated blankets or something, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. At least make it believable. Condoms? Shabu. Go ahead and pause.
Right.
I mean, fuck up. And let's skip over to that, because one of the pauses was to, Trump withdrew from the World Health Organization. That was one of the pauses. We was fixing to send them 137 million or something.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had conversations about the World Health Organization. Y'all know how I feel about Bill Gates and all that, right? Because they got R.F. Kennedy up here talking about, well, do you have a medical degree? Well, does Bill Gates?
Right.
There's Bill Gates, but he's head of the World Health Organization because he's the biggest donor. What? He ain't got no damn medical degree.
No.
But let's go over here, because guess what? The United States is not the only people leaving the World Health Organization. No. We got Kenya over here, and they leaving. And guess what? They said, stop crying. That's what they told their people. Let's listen, family. Happy Black History Month.
Thank you.
I saw some people the other day crying. Oh, I don't know. Trump has removed money. He said he's not giving us any more money. Watu wanalia. Why are you crying? It's not your government, it's not your country. He has no reason to give you anything. I mean, hey, you don't pay taxes in America. He is appealing to his people. Shauri yenu bana. This is a wake-up call for you to say, okay, what are we going to do to help ourselves? Instead of crying, tujiulize, what are we going to do? Haya, ametoa hiyo pesa, sasa tutafanya namna gani jameni? What are we going to do? Yeah? To support ourselves. Because nobody is going to continue holding out a hand there to give you.
Come on, brother.
For us to use our resources for the right things. We are the ones who are using them for the wrong things.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Well, I may have to clip you up, brother. Cause what?
Baby.
He said you
that's
can't
not
sit
country.
here and right, and you sit here with your hand out, expecting them to constantly what?
Okay.
And that goes for us.
Kenya also removed themselves from the World Health Organization as well.
Because they said that a lot of times when they give them vaccines, it never goes well for them.
I have a clip of that, Godmomma. I'm going to pull that up too in just a sec. Where he specifies what it was, right? He said, no, we ain't going with these people. Let me pull this up for y'all real quick.
We thank each and every one of y'all for being here with us Saturday. If you're catching the replay, please hit the like button.
Please do.
He about to say some shit. I forgot.
Things that can destroy the sovereignty of Africa.
Oh, what did I do? Oops, I'm sorry, y'all. I went to their... Oops, sorry, y'all.
Initiating things that can destroy the sovereignty of Africa. We cannot afford to trust WHO anymore, Your Excellency. And I'll just mention a few things that have caused great concern to us. In 2014-2015, WHO brought tetanus eradication campaign in our country. It was a campaign to eradicate neonatal tetanus, babies who are born who eventually get tetanus. And the vaccine that was used is a different type of a tetanus vaccine that is a fertility regulating vaccine, where they take tetanus and combine it with a hormone called human chorionic gonadotropin that supports pregnancy. And when you inject a woman with that vaccine, she produces antibodies against that hormone and therefore is rendered sterile. So we are noticing an increase in the number of infertility cases among young couples who you examine and they are normal but cannot get children, or couples who are losing 3, 4, 5 pregnancies before they can carry any pregnancy to term.
Wow.
We were able to expose this, and we have even published a paper that is available, and initiating things that can destroy the sovereignty of Africa. We cannot afford to trust WHO anymore, Your Excellency, and I'll just mention a few things that have caused great concern to us.
Okay, so that's just a replay of that. So there he says, we can't trust them. They've given us vaccines. It's causing us to be infertile. It's causing women to have multiple miscarriages before they can have a full-term pregnancy. And that was just one of many. So, and if you look a little further, he goes on to explain not only the tetanus, there was another vaccine that had given out and it was causing, I'm not sure if it was blindness or something. But this is just, so we're not the only ones backing out of WHO. We shouldn't be the only ones backing out of WHO, because why is this $1 trillion organization? And I'm not just saying yearly, I'm talking about since its inception. And nobody's getting healed. People are getting sicker. People are becoming infertile. People are, dying. It's not worth the risk. So at this point, and I know, what did Senator Warren say? She was screaming, "You're gonna bankrupt the pharmaceuticals." Okay, I'd rather bankrupt big pharma than bankrupt our farmers.
Right.
Okay.
And I mean, it's very telling because if your number one donor everywhere he goes is talking about depopulation, it only makes sense that the vaccines are created to depopulate. That's why every vaccine they give to the country of Africa ends up sterilizing those people. Which is crazy to me, because if you cut off the culture that you rely on, you cut off yourself,
Yes. So, I mean, I just, it's crazy. It's getting sticky. It's getting a little sticky out here, y'all. So that's what they got going on. And those are concerns to me. I am concerned about the health of our country. All of these pesticides, all of these hormones, all of these steroids that they're pumping into our food. We need to cut all that out. Okay. We need to go back to, if you like to eat eggs every day, you should have 2 chickens in your backyard. Okay. We need to stop taxing people for what's that called when you're in the city but you have farm life? Like small grazing animals. It's called something, I forgot. Homesteading, but it's something else. You get taxed really big for that, but we need to take that away. Let people tend to themselves. Okay? Let people feed themselves. Let people grow gardens. Get back to, I remember Fundi Fee was really big on her community garden. Right? And there were people vandalizing that, haters. Like, we need to get back to that. So I'm not mad at RFK. I'm not even mad at Donald Trump right now. Does Donald Trump have a lot of other stuff going on that I could be upset about? Yes. This move particular, not upset at all.
No, not this one.
Not upset at all. And I'm grateful.
I think a Kennedy in the office who has the rhetoric that he has, I think it'll be a good breath of fresh air. Because people are gonna have to be on their P's and Q's. One thing we've always screamed is we need a government that can't be bought.
Yep.
And a lot of those people sitting around doing the confirmation hearing have been bought.
Yeah.
So, I mean, ain't nobody saying Trump's the savior of Jesus Christ. But he is a person that cannot be bought in the sense of money. I'll put it that way.
Not yet.
Somebody has to have some really good deep pockets.
Yeah.
And there's probably already someone with it.
Oh yeah, rubbing their hands right now, Birdman style.
Amen.
Listen, I'm all for it. I am for this. I told Godmomma the other day, I said, this is the most I've watched the House and Senate. This is the most congressional engagement I've ever had in my life. Ever. Okay. So I'm excited for some changes. People are complacent. We've talked about that, how people are complacent, and change requires you to step out of your comfort zone. So it's going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, it is. But it can't, I'm not comfortable with how it was going. And I needed a U-turn real quick.
Right.
Okay.
And just like the rule, I'll call him a governor because that's what's coming to my head, of Kenya was saying, what are we going to produce to take care of ourselves? We can't rely on other people to take care of us. And that was one thing that I was very adamant about with the, whole federal freezing. Like, this is what happens when you rely on your government for a handout. Whether it is your own so-called government or not, you should always be some type of self-sustainable. Whether it is you are already self-sustainable or you acquire the knowledge to if you have to be self-sustainable, you can. That's all it's showing you.
And I mean, the hustler mentality has evolved, I guess you can say, from, because I'm always big on get it out the mud. I think it's changed from being able to provide for yourself. That hustler mentality has changed onto who can I scam?
Right.
Who can I do my next big one on? Okay. Instead of really hustling to build something solid for yourself, you're too busy of how can I scam and plot and scheme and hustle and you know what I'm saying? Who can I trick? Who can I, pull the wool over on their eyes? Don't worry about all that. Just get yours and handle yours. Okay. And I know that can't go for everybody. I know there's some people who are disabled, who are dependent.
Absolutely.
And those are people who we need to protect away from you scammers, the people who abuse the system, the people who are flooding our foods with this unhealthy shit. Okay. So yeah, we got to protect our people. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with getting the government out your life, baby.
Right.
And you become self-reliant and you start relying on people who are in your life, your neighbors, your churches, your schools, the programs, the community. Okay. The people you see every day. Right. So, and if you can't rely on people you see every day, then baby, you need to switch your crowds.
Right.
Or you're not offering anything and you've already drained, those sources. So, one way or the other. But I'm with this. Hey, Queen Sister. Hey, Queen Sister.
Well, it's noon now.
It's
so good
noon.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. So, and we're not here long. We just wanted to stop in, get back in this little algorithm. We'll be back Monday. I'm not sure if there's any congressional hearings coming in Monday. If there's not, I'm going to be doing some replays and just kind of slow walking through some of them. And also going back to that RFK, if I can find that podcast or interview he did with Joy so-and-so, I'll have that for us Monday too. And let's really hear what he had to say about the Black people. Okay. Because anybody can get it.
Anybody
can get it. But if you're saying I don't need these vaccines because my body naturally provides, then what's wrong with that? Why do I have to get in line to get, because the white people are doing it? I don't give a fuck. They need it.
And what's so crazy is we had a conversation, a month ago, maybe?
Yes.
And we both remember being taught in medical school and in biology that when it comes down to genes, the quote unquote Black people have superior/dominant genes. And the quote unquote white person has recessive or /inferior genes.
Correct.
And remember, we scrounged. And
I thought I was losing my mind, Godmomma. Remember?
Right.
I was like, I know I was taught this. I know what I learned. And you can't, Google is trash to me. I fucking hate Google.
Google is on something, on a whole new level right now. It was, because we had to dig, and it still danced around and sugar-coated
the truth.
And that is concerning to me, citizens. that we are now entering an age where we are being deceived.
Mm-hmm.
And and if you can't decipher or have the discernment to see deception, baby, I'm gonna pray for you. Okay, where's the cup at, sis?
I got it. Got
They're
it.
going in the cup. We're gonna pray for you. Please
Mm-hmm.
sharpen your discernment, okay? Because deception is at an all-time high.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not here. I'm not here to. I'm not a teacher, guys. I didn't get
Right.
my master's degree in teaching, in education. Okay, I'm not here to teach y'all. I'm here to learn. I'm here to receive. And if you want to believe something, please believe it. Allow me the same entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to believe something, let me believe it too. Okay, I'm not above reproach. I'm not above being taught, but I'm also not here to, prove my point to anybody or force you to believe what I believe. That's not where I'm coming from, baby. She said we're watching the decriminalization and the budget this year. Listen, we got eyes all over the place. Okay? And 504, I was thinking about you yesterday. I need to hit you up, sis. So, okay. That's what we had on our little rising transit, y'all. It's like I said, it's the first day of Black History Month, and we wanted to come in with a little sprinkle for y'all today. Okay, remind y'all that we are great people inside and out, and we don't need to be worried about nobody. Focus on yourself. Y'all remember that those words? Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. How can you be better today? Don't worry about Donald Trump. Okay, don't worry about Donald Trump, baby. What you got going on?
How
Okay?
can you better yourself and your community today?
Mm-hmm. How can you
If
stack your portfolio? How can you get your
Mhm.
coins in order?
If you are very bothered about, and this is not a shade moment, but if you are very bothered about what DEI and all of this has to offer, then you need to put that energy into yourself to make yourself a safe haven for whatever it is that is upsetting you.
Mm-hmm.
Be that, if you are upset with the change, be the change you want. I saw a lady today talking about, now listen, we putting these hats on, y'all. We putting the hats on, so be prepared. I saw a lady today stating that we are moving into what is called the Great Separation.
Oh.
And the Great
Okay.
Separation is where we will live on two earths. And this is not a physical two earths, but people will be living in two different realities.
I
And
believe
she
that.
said the first wave you saw was when the fires happened, and some people, and I remember this, some people who lived in LA where the fires were said there weren't no fires. I don't know what y'all talking about. I did not see not nary fire. But then there was people screaming and hollering because they shit was burnt down. And so this was very, very interesting to me to see, because I love me a good tinfoil hat story, to see if this pans out the way this lady said, that we're moving in. And again, we've heard this for years, right? We're getting ready to switch timelines. We're moving into different timelines.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been hearing that. And I do believe we're in different realities because some people, I don't live in that reality. Oh, baby.
I mean, we still got the cult bunnies over here believing Eligio Bishop is Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, there is some validity to this.
Mm-hmm.
We all live in different realities.
Okay. Different realities.
Baby, they calling him threeses. Okay, please stop playing with
Okay.
me.
Listen, and I'm gonna be over here in mine. Oh, I do have some good news since we're talking about some of this. Y'all, my aloe plant has another baby. She has now given me 6 babies. 6 babies, guys. So I am now a proud owner of a new aloe vera plant from the mother plant. So I have 7 altogether. The mama, And this little
Right.
baby I said, oh, look at her. So I'm about to have me a little aloe vera garden, I guess, because I ain't growing nothing else. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'm excited, y'all. Give that, and I might have to start selling aloe vera. I might start doing some aloe vera gels. I might start, you know what I'm saying? The way this mama plant keep blessing me with plants. I'm not gonna need aloe for the rest of my life, and neither are my babies. Okay, so I don't know where that came from. Sorry, I was looking at these plants and I was like, man, I love my plants. But that's the reality I'm living in. Okay, I'm over here with my plants, and this girl's about to start growing something too. Come on, now's the sign. Now is the time. If you in Texas, get your windowsill together. Get you some windowsill plants going, and then here in 2 months, you take them outside. They be ready to go. Okay, ready to go.
Ready. Now's the time to get your seedlings going. Some seedlings popping and sprouting.
Yes, and y'all, when you go to HEB, well, y'all not in Texas. When y'all go to the grocery store, and y'all get you a bundle of green onions, just get you a cup of water and put the green onions in that, and then clip them, and you'll have green onions every week. Every week.
Yeah.
Okay. You got you. I mean, y'all can grow your own stuff, and it's okay to do it. Now's the time. January is the time, because I don't know what's going on. We got the tariffs that hit, like I told y'all. So I don't know what that's going to do on the imports from Mexico, because we get here in Texas, we get a lot of goods from Mexico. We do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if I need to start growing some of my own stuff.
Yeah, that shit makes it everywhere. Okay. I be having shit in my grocery store, product of Mexico.
Okay, product of Mexico. We love it. Yes, go get you just get you a bundle of green onions. You can get them for, I think, 36 cents. Something like that.
I am going to do my due diligence, and I'm going to it'll probably be a little pre-recorded show for you guys. But there's a fabulous young woman who does content showing people how to use their food stamps to grow a garden, how to use their food stamps to start and grow a garden. And it is fabulous. Okay, so baby, if he gonna take the food stamps, that's the knowledge we need. Okay.
Period.
There
we go.
So,
there we go. And just little things like that. I mean, I got my kale plant. Y'all, I grow my own kale. I grow my own. I do. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to do. It's really not. It's just some dirt and love and some nutrients. Okay?
That's it.
And if y'all start now, like I said, it's February, give it 2 months. Y'all go have y'all some herbs, some plants, some tomatoes, some onions, jalapenos, asparagus, kale, spinach. I mean, that's all kinds of things. So maybe all you have to do is buy meat and noodles. Okay? You know, you can make your own pasta sauce. I got tomatoes in there. So, I mean, we are not without hope. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay?
And can you pluck a chicken? Okay.
Can you pluck a chicken?
We're gonna have to do a whole homesteading series.
I think so. I might have to set up my stuff outside like Fundipi and be like, and this is how you grow this.
Okay. And you pluck a chicken, and we need to know.
I got a pinto bean plant I just started. This will be my first time doing a pinto bean and seeing how it's going to do out here. So, you know, I'm not perfect. I have lots of fails. My cilantro failed, but it's growing back. You know, I've got lots of stuff that has failed, but you just keep trying. You know, and eventually you have an aloe vera plant that just keeps giving you babies and babies and babies and babies.
I love growing aloe. Love it.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. I think that's it. We've been up here for 50 minutes. Like we said, we do see the YouTube streets are hot. But again, keep in mind, it's tax return season. Okay. So people gonna give y'all a show. That don't mean you got to pay for it, but they gonna give you a show. Okay.
Just make sure you hit that like button, okay? Or dislike, whichever.
And if it's super juicy, share it with me. Okay. So we can both watch for free. Okay. Period. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Godmomma. Yeah, I think that's it. Happy Black
That's
History
it.
Month and happy belated birthday, love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Replay gang, shout out to you. We see you in our analytics and we appreciate you. Okay. Just a
Yeah,
quick little shout out to the replay gang.
Yes. And if y'all
Thank
are from
you so
TikTok,
much.
hey y'all. Hey from TikTok.
Please leave us a comment. Okay.
All right. Y'all be
Even
easy.
if you disagree with what we got going on, say it with your big chest down in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come tell us how RFK is doing to black people. We want to know.
Want to know.
You want your vaccine that bad, girl? Go get it.
Please go get it.
Go get it.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.